because I'm twice as nice than this. There's the Drop Hip Hop Uncensored. Today I have a beautiful guest who's a hip hop expert, DJ, creative, and a designer. I bring to you Miss Nikki Newlands. Hello.
What's goody?
How are you doing?
What's goody? I'm so blessed.
Thank you so much for pulling through, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you for having me.
And I must say, you're pretty in person. Like, you're pretty in pictures, but girl, child.
You guys will hear that. Y'all hear that.
Now, tell me, who is Nikki Newlands? Who is Nikki?
Wow, who is she? She is a creative, above and beyond everything, you know. I'm a creative first and foremost. I am a designer. I studied fashion design at the University of Technology. I am a graphic designer, self-taught graphic designer. Yeah. And I am I'm in marketing. I'm also currently studying my qualification towards like marketing, digital marketing, and I am the marketing manager at Studio 88.
Drop.
I am.
Wait again.
I am a DJ. I am a hip hop and trap DJ. I'm an entrepreneur. It's a story still being written. So.
You are a Jane of all trades.
I try, I don't believe that you need to box yourself. I don't like to box myself, and I wouldn't want to box anyone else. This life it's a long life. You have ample time to try out just every little thing. Everything that interests you, everything that you dreamt of when you were a little kid. I wanted to do that. So right now is the best time, especially there's so much information available on the internet. It's just up to you to take the onus upon yourself to go out there and educate yourself and learn skills that can contribute to the things that you want to do.
And it also helps you to run yourself as a creative, as a business.
Yes.
Because now you are able to manage your PR, to manage your gigging. Okay, so now I know that you started gigging in Brum, right? That was where your platform was. Did. What was it like starting there? Were you ever nervous?
Brum is such a beautiful space, man. Like, I know a lot of people throw shade at Brum and stuff, but it's a beautiful space. It's a beautiful place where people can come together and share off of each other. You find yourself in Brum.
And there's a lot of creatives in Brum. That's where you meet creatives in Brum. You network.
Some of the biggest stars in South Africa today, I believe, were on the street corners in Brum, pushing and doing their things. And I had my first gig here at Kitchener's. First time I ever played. It's been a journey. Like, I was not the best. Ooh.
Now looking back, you're like, what were you playing?
Girl, Nikki. But listen, I've come a long way. It also was. It was not easy because I grew in front of the people that knew me. Because I already felt like I was popular in a certain circle, and I failed in front of people that knew me. I failed, so people have seen me sort of grow in front of them, which I think contributes to my story, and which is what makes my story that much more exciting, because they're like, no, what shame, Nikki? No, you've been pushing, bruv. We hear
from the bottom. Now you are leveling up.
I do think I've leveled up a lot, and it's been amazing. Brum is an amazing place to learn, to grow, to find yourself, to discover what's new, what's in, what's out. Shout out to Brum. Man.
Shout out to Brum. You're speaking about growth and leveling up and growing, right? And even in your story, you mentioned that some of the people who have, shielded and molded you are amongst the female DJs like Miss Cosmo, and the list just goes on. And now what I want to ask you is, for you to be where you are now, what would you say is important for young women who are doing hip-hop DJing or any other form of creative to have the support of well-established creators as well?
Yeah. First things foremost, you need to just be yourself in this space, hey? Like, don't come in wanting to be so-and-so, wanting to be so-and-so.
So stay true to yourself.
Yes, the value in your craft is you and what you can give to society and to your fans and to the listeners and everything. And that's why what I think has contributed to me being where I am. I've never tried to be anybody else, you know. I've always tried to show people what I bring to the game, you know, what I bring to being a hip hop DJ, what I bring to being a trap DJ, you know, which is knowledge of music as well. Like, I've got an extensive... Like,
I know you say you started with, you were inspired by some of Jay-Z's music. And Jay-Z goes back way back.
Dude, listen, I have every song that Jay-Z ever made. Every song. I've got it. I've got the full catalog from, like, the Dynasty
That's
days.
your
like,
Bible.
That's
really
your Bible. Is. Like, I grew up on that. Where I'm from, like a color community, the popular music was Bone Thugs and Harmony, Jay-Z, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg was really big. I had this uncle, you know, he never used to work. He's just chilling.
But his taste in music is exceptional.
Elite.
There's always that one.
Elite. What an elite taste in music. And he put me on. I used to just chill with him at home. He used to put me on to all the I wake up in the morning, you know, he'd be smoking his blunt. We'd be listening to Bone Thugs and Harmony. We listen to Dr. Dre. He never listened to that much Jay-Z, but Jay-Z was from that era, you know, from that time. And it's only when I started collecting music in my primary years and high school years that I started collecting the catalogs of Jay-Z, and that's where my love for hip-hop grew.
So would you say that because your life as your and your uncle's influence as well inspires you, what within yourself inspires you to be creative and make mixes?
Making mixes, I have to dig deep in myself, for a
really?
Because the mix is not like, you must remember, there's nobody with you.
Oh,
I thrive in playing amongst people. I thrive in playing with the crowd. Ooh, like it goes up, you know, because the smiles on people's faces, the weird
the songs they don't expect to be playing.
Dude, you know, the person that's rapping to every single song that you play, you know, that keeps me motivated. But making a mix, however, there's nobody around you, you're alone in the house.
And you have to tell yourself, okay, this will work, this will work, and there's so much to pick from.
You've got to dig for that vibe. But making a mix is definitely not that easy, especially, and then you hear the mistakes, and you're like, oh God, you got to start, like, you've got to scrap it and start again. And so, I do say, making a mix for me, my inspiration comes from latest music. I love latest music. It's not always easy to play the latest drops out in the scenes in the public,
because not everybody knows it at the same time.
That's the thing. But with your mixes, you've got the creativity, you've got the canvas. You know, you could put a drill from the UK, and you can experiment. You can put a love mix today, a trap mix tomorrow, a piano versus trap mix the next day, you know, and you've got the freedom to be creative with that. That's amazing about mixing, you know, and mixing from the comfort of your home, which you don't always get the opportunities to do when you're playing live. So that's what I think. Mixing, the creativity, the canvas is yours. That's the most amazing thing about creating mixes at home, yeah.
Okay, now I want to move into Nikki as a whole now.
Okay.
And you have a lot of skills. So where is your career now? Because we're also living within a pandemic, right? And gigging is not bringing you money at the moment. So where's your career at the moment? You said you also do marketing.
Yes.
And you're a designer as well.
Yes. Fortunately for me, I do have a full-time job. I am, yes, I don't rely solely on DJing.
Oh, okay.
You know, and funny enough, I wanted to, like, before this pandemic, I was thinking about it.
And then the universe is like, girl,
like, nah. Just stick to what, stick to like having multiple streams of income, you know. Go out and spread your wings and try and learn as much as you can, because I'm also learning as I'm building this Nikki Newlands brand, because I don't have a team. I'm still doing it
solo, really?
Yes.
Everything.
Yes.
You do it so exceptionally. But
thank you. I don't. No,
You look like you have a team.
No.
You look like you have a behind the scenes team.
No
the PA who's doing your emails.
I wish I do have a bit of help. I have a booking. I did have a booking agent in Pretoria, and a bit of help with my admin here and there, but like everything was really run by me, and which it wasn't that easy because juggling the 9 to 5 and the gigs.
Also, some emails come in and require an immediate response. So then now you'd have to. That's very understandable. I want to move into you personally. What's your favorite snack?
So, you know what? Funny enough, I like wine gums, and I like the snakes.
The snakes. So you have a sweet tooth.
I do. Cakes as well. Oh my god. Ooh.
You look like you're thinking about one now.
You know, but I don't buy snacks in my house.
Why?
No, I don't snack at home. But
when do you snack on the road?
Yeah, if I'm in with people or whatever, that's where I'll snack. I don't, because I feel like it's gonna be a habit that I do all the time. Oh
yeah, you're gonna wanna snack all the time.
So I don't. I am also trying a very healthy path. I'm off meat. I'm now newly vegetarian. It's been 2 months now. Whew. I was vegetarian before for like a year and
so it's nothing new to you.
So it's not new to me.
It's just a step forward from where you were.
Yes.
Okay, it's very understandable. Now let's talk the wrap up. You are one of the most influential rap analysts and hip hop analysts in South Africa, especially for the new generation now.
I don't want to claim that. I'm also very new at hip hop.
Let me tell you why I'm telling you this, because the moment you tweet about something that you are bringing or thinking of doing in the hip hop space, all the new kids want to hop on, you know? So I want to talk about how did you come about the wrap up? Because it blew up so quickly. You literally posted, you tweeted, and then in your life people are like, me. Then you even had to get a page to write down all the names and everything. So how did it start?
Wrap It Up was crazy, man. Wrap It Up was crazy. It's been crazy. It's gotta come back. It really does. I'm taking a bit of a haters because I've been really swamped at work. Okay. You know, I'm doing a lot of new campaigns. I've got a really dope campaign dropping with 25K.
Hey, shout out!
Yeah,
exclusive.
Yeah, you got this footage from me. I never heard before. I've got a campaign dropping with 25K. But Wrap It Up, right? Funny enough, I saw it from Nicki Minaj.
Hey,
Nicki did something.
Okay, Nikki.
Right? I love Nicki Minaj. She's such a, you know, she really has transformed.
She's a beacon of hope for females in hip hop. Because I'm a very big Nicki fan, so I understand where you're coming from.
Right? She's definitely an innovator. She was on the Jimmy Fallon show. But she was on a Jimmy Fallon show, and they were doing something really cool.
Yes,
right?
with the words.
What?
Oh, I remember. Yeah,
they had the words, and she did this whole little freestyle on the show, and I'm like, oh, okay, Nikki, and that's why I'm like, she can really do this off the dome. She's real with it.
We're just spitting out words,
right? And a lot of rappers lie to us. You know?
They say their freestyles are freestyles, but you wrote that last night. We know you wrote that last night.
This really touches me. Because you know what? There's no need to lie to us, guys. It's okay if you script, you know, if you pre-scripted the rhymes. Nobody's gonna
be honest about it.
Less dope than it actually is, you know. Like, because there are some amazing hip hop rappers, MCs that are really good with their pen game, you know, and we give kudos to them, but I feel as though the culture of freestyling
is dying out.
And the you know, respect is not given to the guys that actually do it on that level, because that is also no child's play. Hey? We've seen from Wrap It Up that, you know, people can come onto the show and they say they got it, but they don't got it. You know, because it's not that easy to just off the top of your head create rhyme schemes using a beat that you're also not that familiar with.
That you don't even know and hearing for the first time. So in your own head, you have to have like a working clock of blending in different styles as well, okay?
Those freestylers are really smart. They're extremely smart. So
I like that you wanted to explore the freestyle culture within hip-hop as well.
Definitely.
And which brings into my next question of, where do you want it to go? Because now you say you've taken a break, but you want it back again. So what do you want to take? What do you want to take it now?
Do you know what's the amazing thing about the people that we've had on Wrap It Up? They've started collaborating and making
with each other
and making.
That's so dope.
I tell you, the level of music is not even just your average stuff. You know,
it's like high quality.
It is high quality. It is expensive. It is so good sounding. I was just like, what? you guys are shocking me, you know? The skill that these people have put into their craft just during the time of quarantine, during the time of lockdown is exceptional, and I want Wrap It Up to be that platform, you know, to be that platform. Like, do you know Coke Studios?
Yes.
They used to do
They used to do that where the two artists come in and then they give them a beat and then they create music together.
Yes, I would love Wrap It Up to transcend
into something like that.
That
would be actually really dope for the culture as well.
Right. I need people to hit us up. I need people to hit us up. I need them to hit us up and give us and allow us, and because it's not even a self-consumed platform, you know. This is not even about
it's for everybody
and my brand, and you know, it really is for the culture. It's for people who love music, who love creating, who love thinking on their feet, who love just going, because I feel like Wrap It Up is also that show that's fast paced.
And you look forward to it because now people are like, guys, at 7, remember Instagram. We're switching from Twitter to Instagram.
Yeah.
Next day, like, oh yo, remember yesterday we saw you're the guy. So it brings also
it really does. It really
unity as well. Now because you're one for the culture, what advice would you give to upcoming creatives, and I'm talking producers, rappers, DJs, whatever art that they master in
what type of advice though? Because like
general advice. What would you have liked someone to have said to you after your first date?
Don't think about it too much. Like, don't plan until until somebody else wakes up one day and decides that, you know what, they don't have time for all this strenuous planning. They're just gonna get up and do it. Because just do it, you know. Like, I know, like, Nike, very famous brand, has such a famous slogan, but really that slogan applies to each and every, because
just do it.
That's exactly what Wrap It Up. I just had the idea.
And I
called a few people. I was like, you know what, listen, do you guys want to hop on? Let's do this, you know. And everybody's like, yeah, that's dope. Let's do this. And that's how it grew so rapidly.
Because it was so effortless.
It was so effortless, and we never thought about it too much, you know. We never tried to be complex with it.
To make it too complicated,
right?
To make it too deep. Because people, and you know, one thing that I've noticed is a lot of people like making hip-hop or rapping so deep. Sometimes it's just simple.
It really is. Even the artists, you know, sometimes we overanalyze an artist's lyrics. And then when the artist like gives you feedback and like runs you through what the lyrics mean. And they're like, no, it wasn't that deep, yo. And then you're sitting there like, oh, okay, Mr. Intellectual. So there's really no point in you know, just keep it simple, straight to the point, and just do it. Don't overthink it, and start with what you have. We're always so stressed about not having this, not having the right camera, not having the right equipment, not having the right... I mean, those things will come.
Start somewhere.
You've got to start
so that you get somewhere else.
Definitely.
Okay, now back to you again. Yes. What is the one thing that you do on a day-to-day basis? The one thing that, like, a day will never end without you doing it?
Pray. I wake up in the morning and I pray. I'm very...
spiritual.
I'm a very spiritual person. I'm a very empathetic. Is that?
You're an empath.
Yes. Like, I feed off of people's energies. I like positivity and talking, because it's like, I live alone. Like, I'm from Durban, so my family not with me. So having to continuously keep yourself motivated, keep yourself like together, keep yourself grounded. It's not an easy thing, you know.
And
so
it needs discipline as well.
Right. So the one thing that I do on a daily basis is pray. It's the one thing.
That's beautiful, eh?
Yeah.
Speaking of prayer and prayers being answered, you have gotten yourself a permanent gig on national radio.
Right.
Shut up.
Right.
Shut up for the culture. With Miss Cosmo. So now
shout out to Miss Cosmo one time.
I want to go into it and how that came about, because when you posted, I'm like, do it, girl. Listen, shine, flourish. How did that come about?
You know, I actually had my first national mix through Miss Cosmo on 5FM.
Shout out to Miss
Shout out to
Cosmo.
She's very important for the culture, you know. She's very important for she really believes in the growth of females especially, and she's very vocal about it, which not everybody is. You know, yes, there are females in the industry, not everybody is vocal
about it.
Yes.
And standing up for it.
It's not everybody is. Everybody's still trying to protect a lot of people are trying to protect the guys, protect their egos, you know, not trying to fumble any bags. You know, so shout out to Miss Cosmo, who is very headstrong on she created platforms for us. I had my first residency through her as well. She's Social was a female only event which was headed up by Miss Cosmo. I met Fanele Grace there. You know, Infinix, I had the MVP, Muesli, Moonchild, you had, you know, those are the type of performances and type of DJs. Durban Gogo was also a resident at She Social.
And can I just say, all these women that you're mentioning, you're not just mentioning them because they're in the industry, but they have exceptional work.
Yeah.
Their work speaks for them.
Listen, nobody works harder than the females. Nobody works harder than the females. From and it's not even it's the juggling of different platforms that they have, you know.
It's not just this one thing where they're focusing on.
No, and still going back to Miss Cosmo, and she's created a few platforms where she's always pulled me in, you know. So since I came into the game, Miss Cosmo's always every
plugging you.
Every platform that she has and that she can plug me on, she plugs you.
But what I love the most is that you don't take it for granted, because it's one thing to plug someone and then they don't take full advantage of the opportunity.
I had to re-up and get better, yo. I don't think
I love that you know that and acknowledge that.
I know I had to re-up and get better.
Yeah.
I don't think she would have put me on as resident.
If you didn't.
Because also when I first started out, I wasn't that good. I wasn't good. I had really good song selection,
but you didn't.
But my mixing wasn't there as it. But you know, despite all that, Miss Cosmo was like, nah, girl. You know, I'm gonna keep giving you chances. And you know what? I've practiced. I've put in the work. I've put in the hours. I've put in the effort. And yeah, am I mixing? Ah, man.
No, it's fire. It's fire. Yeah, I remember before you sent me your mix, you're like, I can make one now. I'm like, ooh, okay.
I wasn't sure.
I'm like, okay.
I really wasn't sure.
Like, do you know what I have already? I can just make now for you. I'm like, all right, girl. Do the most. Now, what more can we expect from you in all aspects of your creativity? I'm talking digital marketing, I'm talking designing, I'm talking DJing. Will you even make music or drop albums?
Listen.
I want the tea.
Listen, I've really started thinking about like how the Nikki Newlands brand can go on to live beyond me. I don't always want to have to gig, you know, like as much as I love it, it
gets tiring
so much.
Sometimes.
It does get tiring, and I want to also. There's so many new young kids, you know. I want to build. I really want to build in this industry, and I want to build long lasting. I wanna have platforms. I wanna have channels and that people can live off of financially, and I want my brand to be sustained for, you know, for my kids and for people in the culture that are also for the next generation.
Everybody.
Yes, that's very important for me. But I don't just want to live in the space of music. I do want to extend my brand into a lot more business. A lot more business type revenues. That's what I'm working on for the rest of the year. So yeah, just like keep your eyes tuned to that. I definitely will, because I'm trying to teach myself more about money, more about business, and so I'm hoping that my brand can, like, you know, just spread its wings into like different you know, I'm trying to be in the fitness scene a bit more. Yeah, girl, I've been gymming and stuff every day, because like, no, you know, being a DJ, I've been living a very unhealthy. Because
the thing is, whenever you're on the road, you constantly have to buy food. You don't have, and when you get home, you're tired.
Listen, bro, that McD's at 3 a.m. Hey, it's been sustaining us, yo, and it's so difficult also just to be a vegetarian.
Because there's meat. You need meat, and you can't be picky at 3 a.m. in the morning and say, I don't want meat right now. so it's very
You know, and you just you're drunk, you're lit, you just go with whatever. Oh man, and I hate it so much. I hate it so much, you know. So during this lockdown, I'm like, you know what, definitely Nikita, you can do better. You can do better. You didn't grow up like this, man. You weren't raised like this.
You're better than this.
You're better than this girl. Like, you know, so I really have been like looking at my lifestyle and trying to like live better, you know, waking up better, trying to live holistically. So I want my brand to reflect that, like a holistic. I don't just want to be known as Nikki the trap DJ at sumo.
You want to be known as Nikki the one with the fine body, Nikki the fitness bunny, Nikki the
right. Like I, you know, trying to realign my chakras, you know, chakra high, just slot it in there.
You want to be a chakra high now?
You know, that chat has been going off on social media in the last.
But if she listens to hip hop in the morning and burns incense, she's definitely a chakra high.
I don't understand what people have against chakra hands. They're so wholesome.
Babe, you know what? They divine energies. Okay, thank you so much for pulling through.
Man.
I really appreciated this chat. And now before I let you go, one motto you live by in your life, whole life.
Yo, sky's the limit.
Thank you. Where can people follow you or book you?
Oh, you can follow me at Nikki Newlands. That's Nikkii Newlands. That's on Twitter, Instagram, and book me at bookings@nikkynewlands.com.
Thank you so much for pulling through. Nakali Music and Rihn because I'm twice as nice, and this is The Drop Hip Hop Uncensored. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. The Drop Uncensored Twitter and Instagram. Tell your friends to tell their friends. But for now, mahalo everybody.